We're trying to have more analysis of the situation. We have scientific people knowing very well how to analyze that are doing that right now. I've got a meeting this afternoon with them. So I want to be sure before giving any figures to the population that it's reliable.
Quebec is now reporting 25 additional deaths for a total of 61. Premier Legault warned that not all of those deaths occurred in the past 24 hours, but were cases presumed to be COVID-19 up until now. All fatalities in Quebec have been of patients over the age of 70, with one exception of someone in their 30s who died in Montreal, the person suffering from pre-existing complications. The Premier has also confirmed that the province now has 8 days' worth of medical equipment, a one-day improvement. And Health Minister Danielle McCann saying that the situation at Verdun Hospital is under control. 34 people confirmed positive at the hospital, including 5 doctors who are in self-isolation. She also confirmed that Quebecers with elderly relatives in senior homes or long-term care residences where many outbreaks are occurring can choose to take them out of these facilities with advance notice, as long as the safety guidelines are followed and risk is minimized.
Under certain conditions, the Prime Minister has mentioned that the person can go down to the door and people will help her or him with their belongings, and the family comes to the door and picks up the person, so there'll be no contact with the rest of the residents.
Quebec also announced financial aid to small businesses that will be handled by the regions and will look to compensate residents who make less than $2,000 per month, with an extra $400 per month for 4 months. Asked about Prime Minister Trudeau's statement that Quebec has asked the military to help in remote communities in northern Quebec, Premier Legault confirmed this was true, but that military rangers were already in place in these regions and will continue to help. The Premier speaking specifically to reports about the SQ possibly using GPS cell phone data to monitor people's movements, he had this to say.
We haven't used GPS so far, and we don't plan short-term to use GPS. So if we decide eventually to use GPS, I want to make sure that we have answers about the protection of personal data.
The province is planning to share its projections for the spread and death toll of COVID-19 next Tuesday, but warned it's not an exact science, but more of providing a range which can be affected by people respecting the social distancing guidelines. In Montreal, Sharon Yonan-Renold, City News.